You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side, yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome to Staynlove Motivations. I'm Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and your life coach motivator. Welcome to this week's post. Today we're going to be talking about trusting God. And I want to challenge each and every one of you to really dig deep and really ask Spirit to reveal to you if you really trust God. I know so many of us, we were brought up and we were conditioned to trust God. I mean, we attended church, we listened to sermons on trusting God. We heard the stories about how God delivered his people. Yet, somehow from my experiences, it took a great deal of experiences for me to finally get to this space and place of where I really know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I trust God. And I know that it's something that you have to discover for yourself, because it's a feeling, right? It's a feeling where, it's a certainty that you know in your hearts of hearts that you trust God. And I think it takes experiences and where you have these experiences that really test your faith. And I think it's great, because here's the thing. If God lives and dwells in all of us, right? And if you have an experience where you panic, you freak out, you want to give up and quit because of circumstances and situations that you're experiencing, what does that say about you, right? So I'm finding and I'm discovering about myself that the more and more that I begin to trust Vanessa, the more and more that I begin to trust God, right? So if you allow the situation and circumstances to really work for you instead of against you, to serve as indicators and little litmus tests where you're able to determine whether or not you really trust God, then you're able to determine whether or not you can really rely on yourself, right? Because the scriptures say that you shall make your way prosperous and you shall have good success. So if you're meditating day and night, right? If you're doing the work, then eventually you should get to this space where you begin to make your way prosperous and you begin to have good success. How do you do that? Well, the way that you do that is by having experiences and realizing that you're not alone in this, that you're forever protected and provided for. That increases your confidence, right? And then by you increasing your confidence, you're able to exude that energy, right? Confidence is key. Once you start to exude confidence, then people want to be around you. People believe that you're competent, that you're capable, and that you're qualified to do whatever it is that you're seeking after in life. It starts with faith. It starts with doing the work. It starts with doing your affirmations, meditating day and night, changing your inward vibration, right? So that you can transmit the right energy to draw what you desire to you, right? I believe that the more and more that you change your frequency, your vibration, you begin to, this is how it was explained to me, right? Okay, you're sending out a vibration, right? And when you're sending out a vibration into your future, right? Into what we call the future, you're sending it out. And that version of you goes, oh, she's calling me. It's my time. And that version of you begins to come towards you. You serve as a magnet. Once you change your inward vibration, You begin to be transformed into a better version of you. That better version of you is in your future. And when that better version of you hears the call, then that better version of you comes towards you and you come toward it. And that's how you're able to go through things, right? Because as you're going through things, you're actually getting to whatever it is you're transmitting to attract, right? So I hope that makes sense to some of you, because it was just extremely revelatory to me. And I was like, I get it. Because if you're transformed, right, then that better version of you has to meet you. You know, you have to go towards it because you're changed. So you have to go into that area of change, of where it is. By doing so and having these experiences, you're able to realize that just how powerful we all are. Because God dwells in all of us. When we allow the Spirit, I'm a follower of Christ. When we allow the Spirit of Jesus to be resurrected within us, that energy, then we are transformed. And then we begin to tap into that power that we all inherited when we came to this planet. We can begin to tap into that power that Jesus was trying to let us all know that we possessed, you know. So we begin to tap into that power and we begin to see what we call miracles take place in our lives. And the miracle is the discovery of our capabilities. I think that's what the miracle is. Because when you discover it and you go, wow, I can do this, you know, I can do all things, then your confidence increases. You change your frequency and you begin to attract everything that you've been wanting ever since before the foundation of the world. So if you allow the situation and circumstances to work for you instead of against you, then you can really begin to see changes take place in your life. By doing so, you begin to step out on this platform of faith, on this platform of trust, where you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, there is no more doubt. You just know. There's a sense of certainty. There's a sense of trust, you know, where you just know. And all the experiences of the last 15 years that I've encountered, I'm just going back 15 years. I mean, it's been my lifetime, but the past 15 years have really taught me so much about myself. And I feel so really grateful about that, because now I can share it with you. And I'm coming from a place of sincerity and truth. So I want each and every one of you to really allow the time and make the time to get to know who you are. And when you begin to discover that, you begin to establish a sense of trust within yourself, where it's solid, you know, where there's a sense of certainty, and you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you trust God. So the next time that you have what we call a challenging experience, you know, you won't freak out, you won't panic, you know, because you're able to reach back into your past and say, no, I know after these experiences of these miracles taking place in my past, I know what the situation is, right? I know how the story is going to end. Why? Because if you've been doing your affirmations, if you've been meditating, if you've been keeping that vibration in the right space, then that's only what's going to come to you. Stop allowing fear, things that you create, right, to block and hinder what you've been working so hard for. You know, I think that's where it says the violent take it by force. I interpret that as you stop things from hindering you from receiving. Stop the negatives. Stop and I call this the enemy, because anything that's not of God is an enemy, right? All of the fear and doubt and anxiety and you know, distrust is an enemy. So you stop it, Because if you've been working hard, if you've been meditating and praying and staying in a good high vibration of joy, right? Joy, then you can only draw what you're putting out, right? Because you've been sending out that message. So that's the only thing that can come to you. However, I really believe that if you allow a circumstance or situation to sneak in, fear, doubt, worry, anything to just challenge you without you instantly blocking it because you set up a wall of faith, that you hinder it. But if you do allow those things to trip you up, so to speak, then you learn from it, you dust yourself off, and you try again. Because guess what? You're in this game to win. You're not a quitter. God is for you. You have everything that you need. When you came off the spiritual assembly line, you were fully equipped with everything, with your design, with everything that you needed to be, do, and have whatever it is you wanted to do, be, and have in this lifetime. I really believe that with all my heart. And I believe that we're all fully equipped, but we're not utilizing the power within. When you utilize that power within, you begin to realize your capabilities, and you begin to realize all the good stuff you're made of. So start tapping into all of that power that you possess so that you can allow the God within you to just be able to perform all of the miracles that wants to be revealed in your life. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. I hope you enjoyed this week's post. I hope you were able to glean from it. We have some exciting things coming up. Beginning in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be sending out audible daily tidbits or weekly tidbits. I haven't decided yet. But weekly tidbits of inspiration to really for you to start your day. We're going to be sending those out to our contacts via text message. So they're going to be audible texts of inspiration. I call them love bits, Staynlove bits, to help inspire and to just give you that little that you need to keep it going, because you are in it to win it, and God is for you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And remember, stay in love.
The day destroys the night. Night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side, yeah.